My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait. Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
Turn around, sir. I'll put an end to you!
It's locked, all right. Braille. I need someone who can read this. I cannot enter. I can't believe I'm doing this.
One of them!
It's locked. This is despicable. My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength. Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as...
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of...
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo...
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our...
And so this is why you're here.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for me.
I'm not a religious man.
This is not about you forgiving yourself. This is for her. This is you telling Mary how sorry you are.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel. Are you all right?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is...
I do apologize, Xiao.
Yes, I am.
Have you recent news of...
I heard that she used to help the refugees.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here.
You should not be by yourself.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite...
Tell me how your husband died.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days. But for me, it meant the worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his
Matthew was a smiling type.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind...
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until...
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a...
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never...
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with...
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain.
Let's just say, I too. Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you've...
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician. One of the best in the country. But I...
Why tell me this?
No. But I felt I should share it with you.
May I ask what...
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for...
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun.
Maybe I'll see you again in White...
Goodbye for...
Maybe I'll see you again... in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
So many new graves.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem some...
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But...
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar.
there are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your champion. For I can be as...
I've words for one departed. They're not for living.
Your eyes burn with rage. Yet I...
Very well, priest. As you seem. She was my sister. She has been laid to rest.
I see.
She died because of me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Like a secret or a plot I must reveal.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Take... me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Ophelia will give you faith again.
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid
You don't seem...
I always feel ill.
I can try to help your body heal, sir.
The war destroyed me.
A gun, alcohol.
It's locked, all right.
There's one of them! Watch yourself! Watch out! He's dead! Filthy piece of shit!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child.
This is your doing. You.
I am the land. You.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison.
This has something to...
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of no.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me. pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So, the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Are you worried about the situation or your reputation? Now is not the time to think of oneself.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty...
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust...
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspect...
Rest assured, I will protect him.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at no...
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here... If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help.
I recently tried to enter a church.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat...
It's hard to explain in terms of some...
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
Is this proof that I'm cursed?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body.
How did the Guard of Prewen...
McCallum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of...
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
It was a vampire, all right.
But what kind, I'm not sure. He was...
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could...
He was observing me with the obvious...
You need to be careful, Jonathan.
Who was that man?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewen. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty.
They know I'm here now.
I can guarantee one thing. The Guard of...
What do they hope?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind.
Thank you. If you don't mind...
I'd be
Thank you. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need...
I'm afraid I've...
Not under my watch, nurse.
Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening.
Good evening.
What can you tell me?
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a...
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty...
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen...
Goodbye, nurse.
Hey!
What can you tell me about the...
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip...
I'll leave. It's locked. I cannot enter.
Oh, John.
Everything dies.
Jonathan!
Forgive me if I feel despondent.
I'm always here for you.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when facing...
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes. It has happened.
Aren't you...
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not...
Is this a sign?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting...
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this...
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life.
Is there sufficient vitality in...
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly...
Temptation surrounds us.
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is...
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to...
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather outdoing his master's...
What is...
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence.
Thank you, Miley. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require...
Thank you for your...
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening.
Good evening.
What can you...
That Miss...
And did you see all...
No. I was...
Where is Miss
I don't know. I'd imagine them all.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but...
Goodbye, nurse.
I wonder what your last thoughts were, Lisa.
Perhaps I should.
What on earth happened here?
Disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
Can you tell me anything?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault?
Oh, nothing. It's just...
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs. This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it,
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help in...
That's all I'm asking for.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of...
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your...
Don't you think we have enough work already?
Perhaps now is not the best time to be
chasing shadows, really. It's funny those words coming from the only doctor here who has spent more time out.
Goodbye. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report it to Dr. Aykroyd.
every street corner. Daily routine.
Good evening, Miss.
I need blood.
Is there anything...
Many things can happen undercover.
But did you...
I can't say I did, but the smell of fresh...
I'll leave you.
I'm quite...
What can you tell me about the...
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is...
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we're all...
What do you think of Dr. Tippett's opinion of your promotion, Wade?
Tippett is a good practitioner. Maybe just a little...
Really? That's exactly his diagnosis of you?
He has the right to think so. But I deserve this promotion. And I don't consider it anything but well-earned.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of...
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know...
You consider him a good practitioner?
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Thank you for your... Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported...
Really? I didn't suspect...
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of...
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the
No, I don't think so.
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and...
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I try...
Goodbye.
As for me,
wasted too much energy for so little result.
It's locked, all right. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Supposed to be enough. A pistol. This one's mine. Police.
Sorry, sir. No, it's not. It's on to us. Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Watch it! It's a killer!
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this. Are you all right, sir? What are you doing?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here...
Ah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but
They took my boy! I've had no...
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if...
Well, this part of town used to be... nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
To every night a darkness, and every dawn another.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of... of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth? Claws? Murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
You still working at this app?
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing...
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only to...
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East...
A vampire hunter?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the...
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
A man of science? Where?
What can you tell me about...
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham?
It's impossible to protect everyone. So,
I patrol late at night.
can I help in it?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire.
Are you asking me to paste posters?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that...
How do you identify?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid...
Have you ever killed?
Of course I have. What kind of question is that?
Have you heard of the god?
Of course. They're dedicated...
Were you ever tempted to...
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent...
So you hunt a...
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty...
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts.
I could make you tell me, but I respect...
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny?
Goodbye.
Welcome back to...
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave?
I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with...
Please, tell...
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here.
Goodbye, Mr.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top. He's done for!
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think?
I don't think so. Wounds are clean. It's pathetic.
A freaking vampire.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast. This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
You leeches need to... I'll send you to hell. Take its head back in the grave. Filthy fucking beast! You leech! Unleashes the killer. Put an end to you!
People are still working at this time, while you're lot slurping soup before bed.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the doctor.
That's quite judgmental.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify...
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your...
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you...
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even...
What can you tell me?
Tell you what. Just spend a few weeks.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting...
Oh. You want information instead?
Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet...
Your manners, your
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right. Okay.
Do you need
No, thank you.
I'm looking for Sean.
What is it you want? Does he owe you money?
Well... Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan...
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the...
And what about you? Working...
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, but...
Is it not dangerous?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to...
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now.
What can you tell me?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton. The sad...
What can you tell me about?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back.
You really think...
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those...
Which...
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy...
Well, I am not someone's...
Glad to hear that. And if you get in...
Do you need...
I'm fine.
I'm looking for Sean...
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he managed.
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left...
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him...
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
It's locked.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
Your kind's not welcome here, sir.
It's locked.
working at this time while you're lot slurping soup before bed.
There is still much work to do.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could—
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been—
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it?
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbol—
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another.
But you must drink blood now.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock.
Wonders never cease.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you—
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the—
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blood.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow,
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll...
I have to see for myself. But your sense of purpose and...
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your...
What have we here?
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Best be on your way home. Oi, you!
He's dead! Watch out, boys!
I cannot be defeated. It's done for him.
No rest for the wicked.
Stay